one. Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome to another battle between myself and Northernlion. We're doing the Tavern Brawl today. Ryan, what's going on?
Hello?
Are you there?
Yeah, something just, you cut out for like 10 seconds there.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not good.
It was like, hey everybody, welcome to the Tavern Brawl. It's another game of me against
That didn't happen.
That's what happened to me.
Alright, well, do you want to explain the Tavern Brawl since you already played it, which is against our rules?
Well, no. First, that's slander. We never talked about that. The Tavern Brawl this week is not getting a great reception. I'll just say that right off the bat. So the pressure's on for us to really bring the entertainment value. So it's called the Battle for Gadgetzan, and basically the new expansion theme was that there's 3 different factions, each consisting of 3 different classes. This gives you a pre-made deck with the theme of one of those factions, basically. So you're going to be playing as the Cabal, which is like a magic-themed class. Well, you're playing as the priest, but you're playing as the magic-themed gang, and I'm playing as like the Jade Idol-themed gang.
So is that like the Capulets and Montagues?
It's 100% exactly like the Capulets and Montagues, yeah.
Are you impressed that I knew those literary families?
Not really, because, Romeo and Juliet might be the most famous play of all time, and you were a teacher, so...
But as a biology teacher.
Oh!
What did you teach, Ryan? English?
Well, yeah. All you teach is ESL, and as a native English speaker in Korea, you're only teaching English.
What made you?
They don't trust you with anything else.
What made you make the jump?
Job's done.
Basically, like, I didn't know what to do after university, so it seemed sensible to me to do that instead. Dan, does your pre-made deck have the money card in it?
The money card.
Yeah.
Like our money card or the money card?
Well, our money card, which as far as I'm concerned is also the money card.
I do not have it. Are you telling me that out of all the bars in the world, the loot hoarder walked into your deck?
Well, I'm saying wait and see. That's all I'm saying.
What is this tomfoolery card back that you have? We both have it, huh?
Oh, yeah, this must be the Tavern Brawl card back.
Are you a big card back guy?
I don't really care, but I do. Oh, wow, Mana Geode, huh? Well, I do, try to get to level 20 or whatever it is, or level 15, so I can get the card back every season, but it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal, you know?
I think I place more onus into it than you do. I'd like having all the colors and stuff to choose from. That just doesn't tickle your fancy?
Not at all, no.
What tickles your fancy in this game?
What tickles my fancy is this right here. It's the wrong play, though. It's like so the wrong play.
I just see it hovering. I'm just waiting for it.
Okay, fine.
Wait, you saw the picture of the guy, right?
Yes, I did.
Have you done any further investigating into his daily happenings?
No, I think he should be entitled to live his life, basically.
What does us looking into his personal life have to do with us hindering him from living his life?
Well, I just worry that, we have a dedicated fan base, but sometimes, like, other people don't understand memes the same way we do, right? By the way, sometimes these guys come in and they give us some trash talk, which is pretty sweet. You're seeing this right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. It's another reason this is maybe not the best Tavern Brawl of all time, but
I like the last one, Double Death Rattle.
Yeah, the last one was really cool. All I'm getting at, by the way, I mean, I would love to have a conversation, but this deck is just full of dreams, man.
Are you telling me you pulled double loot hoarder?
What? Put another 2 in the side pot.
That's unheard of. That's like
I don't even put 2 loot orders in my own decks.
That's the dream draw. Man, I gotta catch up for that. All right, what do we got here? I don't even know what cards I have here.
I just worry that like that poor dude who voiced Loot Hoarder is getting like all these tweets now that are like, mind if I roll need, and he's like, I don't know what the hell these people are talking about.
Do you think he doesn't know though? I mean,
I think there's a chance he doesn't know.
But I mean, no, like if people start tweeting him mind if I roll need, he's not gonna be like, oh, I wonder what that was from.
There's a chance I think that he could be like that.
Do you think he's that big of a VO actor? It's like, oh, I do so many lines.
Well, I just mean like you know, he did Mind If I Roll Need. This card has been in the game for like 80 years. And he's gonna, he might not know, man. He might not know.
That's true. That's true. But,
or he might be pissed. He might be like, I hate that game.
do you think he plays it?
Probably not, no.
Would you, if you were to voice a card and you had
Yeah.
to play it and it became like a meme, would you be humbled by that or would you try to avoid it at all costs?
I would probably, I mean, you know me, I'd probably be humbled by it.
But would you still laugh at it?
If it was Mind If I Roll Need, I would still laugh at it.
Okay, let me present this scenario to you. So say Blizzard knocked on your apartment door right now and said, we want you to re-voice over Loot Hoarder. Would you do it?
I mean, you cut out a little bit there, but I think you said if Blizzard knocked on my door and asked if I wanted to voice Loot Hoarder, would I do it? The answer to that question is a resounding yes. But don't tell Jason Miller that I'm gunning for his job, okay?
Would you put your own twist on it, or would you do an impersonation of the line as it stands?
Maybe I'd try to be a little bit more casual about it, you know? Because Loot Hoarder is super excited. He's like, Mind If I Roll Need? But you know he's going to do it either way. I'd be more like, hey, I'm rolling Need. What are you going to do about it?
So you would do like the Gadgetan, how do you pronounce it? Gadgetstan?
Yes. Gadgetzan or Gadgetson. But I don't know, you're the World of Warcraft guy, sort of. Out of the two of us, you're the World of Warcraft guy.
I did play it. I played it until Burning Crusade, but I wouldn't call myself a World of Warcraft guy. I'd say I got off the train before it was steaming past the Vancouver exit.
Was Burning Crusade was like 2009 or something?
No, I thought it was before then. For me, it was I was playing it when I was a teacher. I was like, geez, I hope none of my students are gonna be on the same shard as me.
Oh, get ready, Dan. The Jade Empire is descending upon you.
I haven't got the Jade meta. I've just avoided it because I don't understand.
Basically, it's like the more Jade idols you summon, every time you summon one, the next one gets +1/+1.
Oh, that doesn't say that anywhere in the card description.
Does it not?
No, it doesn't.
Well, you know, that's you gotta start reading our Hearthstone, man.
Wait, when you hover over it, it tells you, but it's not written in the description where the bronze knuckles are.
What?
Look at the bronze knuckles, brass knuckles.
Yeah.
You don't know what I'm saying.
I think I sort of know what you're saying. Is that a weird little lotus thing in the top left?
No, it's in. So look at your Jade Golem.
Yeah.
And then look where it would tell you, like, fire, skull.
Yeah.
And, like, MTG. Doesn't that look like a brass knuckle? That's got to be a brass knuckle. Have you ever held a brass knuckle?
Fire, skull.
What are
the mana cost in the top right?
No, fire, skull, and MTG. That's where, like, the watermark is on MTG cards.
Oh, yes. Okay, now I see it. Ooh. It was so invisible to me until you said that.
I'll look out for you, fam. All right, there we go.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Hey, thanks. I got to get a win here. I'm on the schneid.
Is that a real phrase?
The schneid? Yeah, I think it's a baseball term. Lotus Agents. What are your thoughts on the three baggers right here?
Sorry, what?
The three bagger.
Yeah, I'm wait, I don't know what that means.
So the card that you played that translates over 3 different bags.
I still don't know what it...
Like the 3 class cards.
Yeah, okay. I like them actually, but I'm not really familiar with this class. I'm more familiar with the Paladin Warrior Hunter one, because that's the one that I played like basically 2 times in a row last time against you.
And what crime family is that? The Corleones?
That's the Grimy Goons. Who? Oh, it chose the wrong one. I guess would be the Corleones. Sure, why not? Have you played like how many Mean Streets packs have you opened?
Not very many. I think I bought 20.
Okay, yeah, it's a start.
It is a start. But how about all my cards say if you have a dragon in your hand, but they didn't give me the Harry Potter.
Well, like what people are mad about is like, well, not mad, but perturbed about is that all these cards or all these decks like already exist in the meta right now, but they're like these are bad versions of those decks. So they basically gave you like a mid-tier ladder deck instead of a cool Tavern Brawl, like, you know, hey, double Death Rattle. I thought we'd get like double Battle Cry or something because it just seemed obvious.
Like something just a little goofy.
Yeah, exactly.
I got you.
I mean, you really do have... Those cards are not as good if they're...
if you don't have a dragon.
Dragons in your hand, yeah. I was like, man, this guy's really misplaying. But it turns out...
Thanks for predetermining what the comments are going to say, Ryan.
Well, you know, now that you've got... now that you're throwing these cards out here, I see you never had a choice.
Hey, so I didn't get a chance to talk to you very much, so we played just some casual games. Ooh, nice play. We played some casual games of H1Z1, and to my understanding, that was your first experience of it. Is that correct?
That's correct, yes.
What was your impression of the game?
I really liked it.
What did you like about it?
Well, okay, teach. What I like about it is, like, I like the culling. I'm still not over that archetype of, like, you spawn into a game and it's gonna, like, resolve within an hour and it's got, like, you know, 20 or in H1Z1's case 150 people. I still like, I think it gives like a cool little bit of tension to it, but unlike the culling, it has a really active player base, and you don't spend nearly as much time doing dumb stuff like just punching trees and then like rubbing sticks together. Like in the culling, you seriously just like, I mean, it felt to me like you spent all your time looting and crafting. There's H1Z1. Kate and I played some more, and I was like, okay, I get the crafting now. Like you want to make armor and you want to like, you know, make explosive arrows and stuff like that. But there's a lot more like actual gameplay, I thought, than in the culling. Although there's a lot more waiting around as well. But I'm still at the point where that waiting around feels tense.
Yeah, for sure. Before I give you my 2 cents, I think this is the closest card to Yeezy we're gonna see. Let's go. What is it? Do you have this card in your deck, or not in your deck, in your collection?
I don't actually, but it is played. It is played and constructed, so you never know, man.
Hyperlight Dreams. Yeah, I mean, to me, like that's why I like H1Z1 is because it's tense, and like every time when you play, you feel like you're playing for something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it hasn't lost that heightened sense of standing over your enemy, thrill to kill, and I've played it for like 2 years.
For 2 years?
Yes, man. H1Z1 came out as like a survival game, and then they did like a BR mod or BR spinoff. And then the spinoff took off, so they kind of dumped the normal game.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
Ooh, what is this? Choose one card. Have both combined effects. What did that do?
Oh, so like you know, there's cards like the last card I played was called Jade Idol. So it says choose one. Summon a 4/4 Jade Golem or shuffle 3 copies of this card into your deck. So instead of choosing one, it just does both when you've got this Fandral Stag Helm out there. Fandral Stag Helm.
All right, this is probably it's a misplay, but I'll roll with it.
Ooh,
come to Poppy.
Yeah, that's it's gonna do nothing in your deck, but it certainly annoys me. Which is like a big part of it. Yeah, exactly.
I like that this is a dream. It was all a dream. I used to read Word on Magazine. Speaking of that,
yeah,
I watched part of... I get the highlights from a lot of your episodes. I watch some of your stuff, but I get the highlights from your episodes from the Reddits.
Oh, no. I know exactly what you're going to bring up.
And I think in one of your UCHs, you're like, someone's like, hey, Ryan, can you do a freestyle for us? And you're like, sure, no problem. And then... you did Ice Cube, It Was a Good Day, and they believed you that you came up off the top of the dome. Did that surprise you at all that they believed you?
I thought they were fucking with me at first when they were like, you know, wow, did you come up with that off the top of the dome piece? But then, you know, I realized that apparently, despite listening exclusively to rap music, Rob knows nothing about it. So, I mean, Austin, I understand. Nick, I understand. Austin strikes me as the kind of guy whose favorite rap song is like Ice Ice Baby. I don't mean that in a negative way. I don't mean that in a negative way. And Nick's favorite rap song is like the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time soundtrack matched up with like 99 Problems by Jay-Z. But Robert surprised me. I really expected. He's like, I don't really like East or West Coast rap. I'm like, yeah, but it's today was a good day. It's like listening to West Coast rap and being like, I've never heard of Big Papa.
Big Pop.
Who's this Jay-Z guy?
That's a bit of a misplay, but I'll still take it to the bank. So
Well,
yeah,
you
I was
cleared
so surprised because that's like a pretty famous rap song.
I would argue that it's probably one of like the 20 most famous rap songs.
You said Austin's like Ice Ice Baby. All right, so Austin, I kind of gets like dad rock. What does Nick listen to? Like the Killers?
Like the Killers? No, Nick is into like technical, like not metal, but like hard rock subgenres, like gent and you know. Are you familiar? I don't know. I'm barking at the wrong tree. Are you familiar with like the Liquid Tension Experiment?
Or is this real stuff?
This is real stuff.
No. Wait, first off, what is gent?
Gent is, well, Nick introduced me to the concept of gent, so I'm not going to use it against him, but it's, are you actually holding a dragon this time? No. Dude, that is a dragon, though.
Oh, I probably should have held on to that, huh?
Gent is named after the sound that the instruments in gent make. So, you know, they're going like, gent, 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 gent. Like that.
And what instrument is used? A gentleman at the side of a road?
To be honest with you, I don't really know.
Did you give it a few tracks, or did you listen to like 30 seconds and be like, I'm not a gent guy?
I've never listened to gent.
Oh, you never even gave Nick the time of day to listen to gent?
That's my thing. I don't give anybody the time of day. Because my opinion is just like, people give you like recommendations all the time, but like, I'm set, man. I'm good. I've got all the music and TV shows and movies I'll ever need. I've very rarely in the past like 3 or 4 years have I been like, hey, I'd really like to, you know, does anyone know a good movie? I'm like, yeah, everybody knows all the good movies. There's like a million great movies I could just watch. If someone comes to me and is like, oh, you gotta watch this, I'm like, yeah, whatever, I'll get to it. Thanks for giving me something to do.
All right, so then let me flip it on you then. Since you've got all the answers, big boy, what would you what's in your playlist that's just you just gotta recommend it to someone?
Oh, you gotta listen to Lucchini, like only Lucchini. That's it.
That's how I knew you're all right. You know, it was questionable until I heard you play that song. Real quick story, just give everyone a recap. So we met briefly at PAX through the Mathis shenanigans. It's been documented. But then what was it, PAX West, like 2 or 3 years ago?
Yeah, that was 2014, I think.
Time flies. So PAX West 2014, I stayed with Mathis, Ryan, and Kate. And I knew Mathis. I didn't know Ryan and Kate that well. And it was the first night, and Ryan is sitting there, and he opens up a laptop and just starts playing Lucchini. And you got to remember, this is an obscure rap song from the mid-'90s, and I hadn't heard it in 10 years. And for you to just kind of pull that out, I didn't know if you were like testing me or if it just was fake.
It's not always about you, Dan.
But that's what I do. I'm like, all right, Ryan's all right. He's not just a mythical creature. But anyway, so where I was going with that, so you gave me the second song. Wait, I thought I was holding a dragon.
You played the dragon.
Wait, so you Skyped me another Lucchini song.
Yeah.
And our Camp Low song.
Correct.
And it's garbage.
You weren't that into it, huh?
No.
That album's got like 5 bangers on it. Lucchini, Cooley High, Black Nostalgic, Crystal Carrington, Sparkle. You're only into Lucchini? What about Cooley High? Come on.
Nah, I mean, because the rest of it is K music.
Right, yeah, I'm with you.
What do we got here, fam? Can you kill me? Yes, you can.
Yeah, you gotta hold those dragons, man.
I don't have the patience.
Well, for next game, we'll probably have different ones anyway. I don't know. I mean, I'll probably just like do that.
Yeah, just face bang.
I don't have anything clever in my hand either, so it is what it is.
Did you get thanks for playing Kazi?
Yeah, well that's because I Blackpaw, the leader of the Jade Lotus.
I didn't know you were that deep into the lore.
I am Blackpaw, the leader of the J. Well, like, apparently these are all characters from Warcraft. So, I actually have no idea who any of these people are, but... And I use the word people pretty loosely, to be honest with you.
Hey, you know what takes the sting off losing a tavern brawl like that?
What? Ooh, a little lime LaCroix.
Close. This is a new flavor.
It's a new flavor. Passion fruit.
Nope. It's
Coconut.
It's a blend of 2 artisan fruits.
Oh, peach pear.
Close.
I don't know. Freaking lemon lime.
No. It's kiwi, and then the second word is sandia.
Kiwi sandia? What does that mean?
It's sand-flavored kiwi.
I don't think it's sand-flavored kiwi.
But it says sandia on it.
Are you looking at the French? Wait, you don't have a French side in America.
No, we don't bend the knee in America. It's sandia must be a different language for watermelon.
Oh, well, it's like... I don't... What's weird for me is that in the U.S., you call the grapefruit flavor pamplemousse.
No one does that.
Yeah, I hear you people go, oh, pamplemousse, you people. But
that is the most erroneous thing I've ever heard you say, and you don't say very many erroneous things.
No, that's bullshit, Dan. I've seen it. I've seen them say pamplemousse.
Who's they?
Well, on Good Mythical Morning, they did a LaCroix taste test. It's a YouTube show, and they tasted pamplemousse, and the American can say pamplemousse, not grapefruit, I think.
Well, you know what I have to say about that?
Oh, don't do it, Daddy.
Add one to the pot, boys.
Wait, so you tell me the loot order's in that deck too? Because that's not even the same one that I played last time.
Are you mocking me?
I'm really excited. Should we tell people
Dan.
what we the deck that we're gonna play relatively soon, or the concept?
Yeah, I mean, I think we should pull the curtain back because we're gonna need deck archetypes and stuff. Like for now, we've got a few good ideas in the pipeline, but we should solicit some from the crowd as well. But yeah, feel free.
So I know we were just kind of like throwing it around, but we are gonna do a deck on a Tuesday. When does this one air? This one airs Thursday.
This one's gonna air Thursday, yeah.
So either on a Tuesday or Saturday, we're gonna do. You can only strike with a loot hoarder. And that's it, right?
Oh, we got Popper coming up.
We got Popper coming up.
You told me to build a Popper deck, so I'm gonna be pretty disappointed if I can only strike with my loot hoarder.
We'll tell people what a Popper deck is.
A Popper deck, it's a theme borrowed from Magic the Gathering, so you can only use basic cards or common cards. No rares, no epics, no legendaries.
Legends.
Don't worry, the cavalry here.
And then you pulled another MTG strat. What did you call it? Commander?
Oh, no. Well, if we could play Commander, that'd be pretty wild. But
99?
Yeah, Highlander. Highlander is you can only have one of any given card in your deck.
I think you've been talking to the Kibler.
I did talk to him a little bit at Champions of Fire because we both went out like little bitches in the first 2 rounds. But
was he a good Kibmeister?
I mean, he's the best Kibmeister I've ever met.
You know when people started spamming Kibler in chat? You know what I was thinking of? And this may not have been on. What's your major broadcast channel? CDN or something?
In Canada, it's CBC.
CBC. It might not have aired on CBC, but I was thinking of Full House. Kimmy Gibbler.
Kimmy Gibbler? Yeah, no, I'm familiar with the concept of Full House.
Speaking of 90s sitcoms.
Yes.
And I don't mean to make light of the situation, but one of my favorite sitcoms growing up as a kid was Growing Pains. Did you ever watch it? So, the dad recently just passed, but
Alan Thicke, he's a Canadian Idol.
Yeah, and legend. But
well, I mean, he's not a Canadian Idol because we have our own show, Canadian Idol. That's like American Idol, but he's a Canadian legend, exactly.
It's like American Idol, but just not as good. But
honestly, that's actually true.
So one of the things I was thinking about today at the gym, because I was thinking of Alan Thicke, I'm like, in the 90s, in Growing Pains, do you know what Mike Seaver's best friend's name was?
Kimmy Gibbler?
No. Boner.
Oh, yeah, okay, sure.
And I'm thinking, like, for the conservative times in the mid-90s on NBC or ABC, how could they get away with calling a character by the name of Boner?
You're right. It's a surprise, that's for sure.
I mean, do you think that's like kind of some of these cards that we play just kind of slip past the producers?
Oh, dude, there's loot hoarders. There's a way to get to loot hoarders. I didn't think it would be possible, but there it is. I want you to know I have a 0 mana card that could be pretty good. And I have a legendary, and then I have loot hoarder. Of all the choices to have to make in this game, there you go.
I mean, that shouldn't be that tough of a decision. It's like choosing between a Ford Fiesta, a Ford Focus, and a Range Rover. Shouldn't it take you that long?
What would you take, Dan?
Loot hoarder.
Okay, that's what I took.
You have to.
Wait, Dan, you make fun of my Ford Focus, which is actually a Fiesta all the time.
Wait, what? You have a Fiesta?
Wait, you make fun of my Ford Fiesta, which is actually a Focus all the time.
The truth comes out finally.
What is your vehicle of choice? What do you drive?
Wait, so do you really have a
Dan.
Fiesta?
No, I have a Focus.
There's nothing wrong with the Fiesta. It's a great car.
I'm aware of that. It's a nice, reliable automobile.
I drive a Ford Escape, the boxy version.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, my mom had an Explorer for a while, so I'm with you. The Explorer is like the even more adult minivan-y version of the Escape. The Escape is like you could use this to go off-road and like drive up to the ski hill or something, but you probably won't. You're just gonna use it for getting to soccer practice. Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong.
See, I look at it as like the Escape is the rugged outdoorsman where there's no chance of going to soccer practice. Where the Explorer is like, hey, Ryan, get in the back and we're gonna go to chess class.
Well, you know what? The concept of chess class is not outrageous. Okay, I'm all right with you on that one.
Mind if I roll
Look at that. We're even now.
I feel like if we look back at some of our games, whenever a loot hoarder was played, I feel like that turns the tide.
You think
Case,
so?
case in point, right there.
You feel like that's the loot hoarder is what's making all the difference?
Yeah. Wait, that's a questionable decision there.
Nah, dog.
This is a legendary card.
Dan, you're gonna get ready, man. Oh, that's actually a great card.
Yeah, I'm like, I kept reading this. I'm like, Divine Shield, Taunt, Death Rattle.
Get ready, because this game's about to pop off, man.
How much popping is gonna happen?
There's gonna be a lot of popping, and it's gotta be real fast, too.
Cabal controls
I'm a little nervous.
power.
I think you could just... It's up to you. It's up to you how you want to handle this. Because, you know, you could be a good dude. Or you could be a jerk. It's up to you. Let me see, though. Let me see. Ooh,
I'm starting to
I don't
question
know.
what you're about to do.
It's like the wrong play, but I kind of want to do it anyway. I don't know.
Now's the time to do it. This isn't the NetDex 101 with Jim.
I know, but like you could just kill it right away. That's no good. What's the goodness in that? I think you got to slow it down a little bit.
What if I gave you Loot Hoarder's Honor that I wouldn't?
You're gonna give me Loot Hoarder's Honor?
Yeah, and you can't break Loot Hoarder's Honor. That's the
No,
highest of honors. It's above
that's-
Eagle Scout.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Throw out something like that. I don't know, maybe.
Chillmaw. Who do you think named that card?
You have a problem with Chillmaw?
Yes. It's like they're trying to be edgy.
Yeah, it's probably like Mr. Blizzard. Named Chillmaw.
Ooh. Got a couple options here.
That's what I say when my mama cooks a breakfast with no hog.
I got my Chillmaw, but didn't pig
See,
out.
even Dan's familiar with Today Was a Good Day.
Death Rattle. If you're holding a dragon, deal 3 damage to all minions. Ryan, are you
Well-
holding a dragon?
You know, I've only got 90 cards in my hand. What do you think? I'll be honest with you. I'm holding 6 dragons right now.
Okay.
So it's really up to you what you want to do with this one.
I really don't have much option, do I? Actually, so if I know that's gonna happen,
You play a loot hoarder.
no.
Get a card draw off of it.
The Loot Hoarder doesn't stay in my hand very often. Instant play.
Move
I don't know
quickly.
what to do here. So I'm gonna play the slow game here.
Reporting for duty.
I think that was the right play.
Except that dude's just gonna. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Oh wait, that wasn't the right play.
Because this Silverhand recruit's just gonna get nuked.
Yeah. Well, That and my Ashbringer is gonna override.
Oh, yeah. Whoops. Well, I don't know. I want to like do something with this Draconid operative before it gets murdered. So I guess we'll try like.
If you're holding a dragon, I don't get it. There we go, boys. Wait, how come you didn't get chilled? You did.
I did, but I healed him just before.
Ooh.
Well, let's start throwing some of these dragons out here.
So you had the deck, a similar deck to what I had, except you had the patience to let patience
Well,
go.
it's the same deck.
Literally.
It just has like I believe so. It's just got like a lot of. I drew the dragons, I guess.
All right, boys. Ooh. Ooh. Starting to heat up here, boys. What do I do here?
That's a big taunt.
It's a big boy, big boy. Let's go here.
Don't worry, loves. The cavalry.
Okay, yeah. I mean, those are pretty nasty cards, man.
Sick nasty. Speaking of sick nasty, no, I'm
Okay,
not gonna go
yeah.
that route.
Whoa, okay.
You're gonna bang him, bang that.
For
Pardon?
justice.
I'm going top shelf with it. Why do you like Steven Stamkos?
He's a great player. Do you have a problem?
Why him? Why not Pavel Bure?
Well, Pavel Bure is a great player too. He's just been retired for 90 years.
What about Eric Lindros?
He just got inducted into the Hall of Fame, man.
He did?
Yeah,
What happened to the Flyers? They used to be relevant.
they're all right. What's your problem? He's throwing shade at everybody.
Well, I just remember liking him and Leclerc. Eric, what's his name? Eric
Yeah,
Leclerc?
John Leclerc. Not Jean Leclerc, but yeah, you got it. John Leclerc.
Would you go to any Canucks games?
I do. They suck and the tickets are too expensive right now, but
Isn't that the case in Toronto too? Like they're awful, but their tickets increase every year.
yeah, Toronto's like crazy in terms of the cost to go to a game. I think you got me here, Dan.
When you roll up to a Canucks game,
Yeah.
like, do you make an event of it?
I mean, what does that mean?
Like, do you roll up in your Stamkos jersey, get a box of popcorn,
Well, you know,
$12
usually-
beers?
Yeah, we'll go. Usually I try not to drink at the games because it is like $12 beers, but I wear a jersey. Yeah, of course. You know, you gotta show some hometown pride. I mean, it's not really like, what's the point of paying $90 for a ticket to see the third worst team in the NHL if you don't also pay like $200 for a jersey to really make the day complete?
Do you drink Molson while you're there?
I'll have a Goose Island.
A Goose Island. Is that Canadian beer?
It's not. It's a Chicago beer.
We go
But for
one more
some
because
reason-
rubber match, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's marketed in Canada as a craft beer, and people are always like, "Oh, it must be from Victoria." Nah, that shit's from Chicago, man.
Is there a Goose Island in Illinois?
You know, I should be asking you, man.
Well,
You
you're
border it, right?
You're the geographical expert.
Victory.
I gotta like offer up a fat apology for that last game as well, not to you, but to the viewers, because I had the dream in my hand, which was if you play this card, players only have 15 seconds to make their turns. And then I didn't play it because there was never a time where it fit on the board.
Is it 15 seconds the rest of the way?
I think if it dies, you get your normal time again.
That's really cool. I'd like to play a game like that.
The problem is like it's a 9-mana card for a joke. So you've really got, I think you can only play it when you're like already ahead. But I mean it was okay.
Wait, so I have a question. Is Molson in your country like Budweiser in our country?
Well, it depends. What's Budweiser like in your country?
It's like, hey, it's the all-American beer. I'm not saying I drink it, but is it like as readily available as Budweiser in the States?
It's everywhere. Let me put it this way. Molson Canadian is the beer that, like, if someone orders it, I'm like, you must not be from around here, buddy.
Why?
Because there's like no Canadian really drinks it. It's not really that popular for Canadians, but
I remember in the 90s, like not a lot of people in my family drink, but I remember like in the mid '90s, there was like this big push, and my dad came home, and doesn't really drink a lot of beer or anything like that. Like I may have seen him drink one in my life, but he came home with this 6-pack of like, oh, this is Molson Ice. It's supposed to be the best ever.
Molson Ice is pretty bad as well.
Well, it was like a big thing in the mid '90s. It was, hey, I don't care what's happened up until this series.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want you to remember this moment.
Oh no, 2 loot orders?
Let's go, boys.
The dream.
You dare mock the most
Arrogant
powerful
girl.
leader in
You dare mock the most powerful leader in Gadget's End? Kazakus has no respect for the loot hoarder, man. He
Wait,
doesn't give a shit.
Is the loot on fire?
Yeah, I don't. Are they golden loot hoarders? What's going on there?
Do you have golden loot hoarders in your deck?
I don't.
Oh, you're getting that. You're stealing that Mox Ruby.
That crystal card art might be the worst art in this whole game, and that's really saying something for a game that has Alley Cat.
With the golden teeth. Let's do this. It's almost sacrilege to sack down your own loot hoarder.
No,
You
dude.
gotta-
Once the loot hoarder has 2 purposes. Mind if I roll need and then drawing a card? Anything else you get out of it is just gravy.
Are you a big poutine guy?
I do enjoy a poutine, yeah.
Don't the cheese curds gross you out?
girl. I had enough
Not at
of
all.
this
You
bull
is
and
that?
nonsense.
I didn't know that this attitude existed until just now.
What?
Getting grossed out by the cheese curds?
Yeah, because number one, they could just call them cheese chunks or blocks of cheese, but the fact that they go to curds and then you see them and they're actual curds,
Yeah.
it's kind of disgusting.
Oh, I mean, I don't come to your house and say, hey, well, I don't know, what do you even eat in Michigan? VCRs? What's a Michigan staple? Yo, curds are fine, dude. It's just like squeaky cheese.
Curds are like what you skim off the top of the milk and feed to the hogs out back.
Make hot dogs out of them.
Actually, a thing in Michigan I didn't know was a Michigan thing is ooh. I'm gonna see if your statement works.
You're starting to pop off here a little.
A little bit. What was I gonna say? Oh,
How you gonna get
there's
rid of these
things called coney dogs. Are you aware of what
Oh
that is?
yeah, no, we have coney dogs.
Okay. Someone said they're
We only had them in like Ontario, but it borders Michigan.
Oh, there you go.
Like, do you guys have coney sauce as well?
Yeah, it's just like
I had no. Hey, talk to other people. Go ask Rob about coney sauce. He'll look at you like you're out of your mind. He'll be like, "This, I have no idea what you're talking about. What is coney sauce?"
Doesn't Rob make home pressed nuggets?
I don't think so. That's slanderous, man.
No, you told me one time we were talking. You're like,
Oh,
yeah.
I never told you one time.
No, you said
Rob
hey.
makes home pressed
No,
nuggets.
you told me that. You're like, hey, we should go out and buy nuggets. And Rob's like, well, I can make my own for 12 cents less. You told me that.
You wish
I mean, that seems possible. No, that sounds more like a Sinvicta line, honestly.
Hey, is it true that there's inside of a nugget is pink paste?
Yeah,
No, is that true?
yeah.
Well, tell me more about it, because I know you know more about it than I do.
What, are you a cop or something?
No, I'm serious. Because we've all seen the photo. It looks like strawberry soft serve.
Yeah, that's real. I don't know more about it. It's just like, you know, you put a chicken through that and you make it into a paste so that it's easy to mold and fry.
But what is that actually?
I don't know. It's just processed chicken paste and like flour or something. Partially hydrogenated vegetable oils.
Okay, you partially hydrogenated.
And what's Dan? You can't stop the rise of the mana geodes, man.
I know. I got nothing on them.
The value is out of control right now.
You snuffed my Mox Rubies when I tried to play it.
I had to waste a card to do it though, so you know.
This guy looks like your guy in the far left looks like he's from the movie that David Bowie made.
Guy in the labyrinth.
Yeah, the Labyrinth.
It's not the labyrinth, Dan.
Dance
just
magic dance.
It's just labyrinth.
Hey, are you gonna see Rogue One?
Probably, yeah.
Day 1 or day 2?
Nah, probably like day 200.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
I mean, you already know how it goes, right?
How does it go?
Well, they deliver the plots for the Death Star to Princess Leia.
Ruined.
This is not like they're gonna show up and be like, actually, Darth Vader just slaughters them all and the plans never get out.
You don't strike me as a Star Wars guy. I guess I should have known better.
I like Star Wars.
But
No, I mean, I like Star Wars. I just don't go see it like day one most of the time.
you don't seem like the kind of guy to see anything day one.
I saw Doctor Strange on day one.
Ew.
Ew, what's your problem?
You won't go see Rogue One day one, but you'll see like a one-off Marvel's like 21st.
Yo, Doctor Strange is pretty good, man.
What's his superpower?
He's a weird man. No, he's got like, he's a devout Buddhist, so he knows how to like bend time and, open wormholes into other places on planet Earth and beyond.
So it's Back to the Future?
Yeah, no, you got it. It's exactly Back to the Future.
Oh. Did you see Nike's releasing shoes? Hey, what the hell is that? You see Nike's releasing shoes with automatic laces? Like Back to the Future 2?
Yeah, I mean, I've been reading that article for like 20 years.
No, they're real.
I'll believe it when they're out and they're Yeezys.
You don't get ahead of yourself.
I don't know what a Yeezy is. It's just a shoe that Kanye West made, right?
Yeah, the Yeezys. So what started was he designed a shoe for Nike, right?
Yeah.
And then they blew up. So he designed another one. And then another one. And then he's like, hey, I'm making fire. Give me some more creative control. And they're like, no, you get no creative control.
Oh.
And he's like, give me 50 million or I'm going to quit.
Did he actually?
That's what he says in one of his songs.
That's a lot of money.
Oh, what do we want to do here? Ooh, are you going to bang me on the next one?
Dan, I gotta know how it feels to just get bodied nonstop by the most high-value mana geode of all time.
Well, here's the thing I'm struggling with. Is you said when I played it was a garbage card, but you're soaking it for all it's worth.
Oh, you're supposed to kill it. That's the thing.
I got nothing in the tank to kill it.
It's just like it's lived for so long.
It keeps
And
spawning.
it continues to just get out of control, man. It's like this is the best 2-drop of all time.
It is what's a step down from legendary? Rare?
It's epic.
Epic. It is an epic, right?
It is an epic. I mean, I cracked like 8 of these in the packs that I opened for Gadget Day, so I mean, it's a trash card, but I think there might be like a deck in which you can be a super gimmick. Maybe this is it.
I think we're learning that right now.
It's also like the longest episode we've ever done by far.
Blame the red cloud with 2 eyes. You are sitting on a full deck.
I got a lot of cards in my hand, but every Jade Golem you summon now is like 10 by 10 or something.
I'm kind of now that I understand what Jade Golem is, I'm kind of down with it.
Wait, you're a Golem guy?
It's what's called a Golem. What do you call it?
It's a Golem.
It's not.
It's a Jade Golem.
That's Smeagol.
Yeah, Golem. It's the same thing. It's all the same.
When you were in Vegas, did you play any adult games?
Yes, I did. Well, I mean, I didn't play any games that are based on pornography, if that's what you're asking, but I did play a little roulette.
Oh. Ooh, they're coming back stronger than ever, boys.
It's possible.
Okay, so I gotta rule the roost here to kill him, but sometimes all good things must come to an end here.
You're killing the mana geode.
Yes.
It's so high value, man.
I can't tell if you're being condescending or not.
It really has been high value.
Its spawn still lives on. Why does that have a brass knuckle on it?
Because it's part of the grimy goons.
That was a grimy maneuver right there.
Well, thank you. Maybe it wasn't a compliment. I don't know.
Hey, look at your hero.
Yeah.
What do you think that's at the very top of the hero?
His hair?
No, at the very, very top.
Like, you mean like that weird wispiness?
The purple stuff.
Yeah.
What do you think that is?
I don't know. What do you think it is, Dan?
Cotton candy?
I don't want to ever go to a state fair in Michigan if that's what cotton candy looks like over there. Cotton candy's got to be pinker, man.
I saw some guy on TV making cotton candy for his kid, and he just
Yeah.
had like this paper rod and was spinning it in this barrel. I'm like, that's not
Yeah.
how they make cotton candy.
Yeah.
No, I thought they rolled it out like dough.
Nah, man. It's they have like a little stick, and then there's this barrel that goes around and around and around, and then they just kind of swirl it around, and they got it.
How do you know?
Cause I'm the greatest cotton candy maker in Vancouver, British Columbia.
Take 8
We're
to the
the
face.
Artisan Cotton Candy Corporation.
Bow before the cabal's might.
Oh, her hands are so cold.
Loosen up a little. Have a little fun.
Whose hands?
I will clean Ruka's vomit, but first I've got to figure out how to get some more mana geodes out on Dan.
What are you talking about? Cold hands? Hey, tell
Kate's
Kate.
got cold hands.
Tell Kate I said the church strat was a beautiful thing.
All right. Dan says the church strat was a beautiful thing, Kate.
Can he live today?
What'd she say?
She said, can he live today instead of living in the past?
Did she really say that?
She said that, man.
That sounds like something Kanye West would say.
I mean, I'm with you on that one. I don't know. This might be like pretty bad. I guess I should probably do like that first.
David Bowie.
Dude, this is the longest video we've done in a million years. This is crazy.
If you get that dream card, will you play it?
Loot hoarder?
The time card.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be. Oh, good. I summon a Jade Idol. Yeah, that seems smart. Summon a 1/1 Jade Idol.
Have you been going against a lot of Jade Idol cards in the ladder?
Like 0, actually. Pirate Warrior is everywhere. That is just like nonstop.
Ooh. Ooh, this is a tough one. Let's go this. I don't think it's taunt though, so I think it's ball game.
No. Well, 7/7.
Yeah, that's ball
Okay.
game, damn.
For the wild.
Yeah, I got 9 on board. So we just gotta hope that I draw the 15-second card. Ooh, there's a chance, Dan.
Once upon a time.
Nope.
Wait, how
Just
many
be real with you.
how many loot hoarders did you play this hand?
I played 0 in this one. But in this episode?
Yeah.
In this episode, I played 2. Well, that's the Tavern Brawl. Goodbye forever.
Yeah, that didn't feel like a tavern brawl.
It's too try hard.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, coming up in the next episode, we have the Pauper, and pretty fired up about it. Just to give people a little lead in, you want to guess what I titled my Pauper deck?
Late registration.
Oh, come on. Close though. It's a song off of the Red album.
The Weezer Red Album?
No, that's a great album though.
Off of My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy?
Yes.
Okay, what would Dan name? So, is it Power? Power Popper?
You're in there. It's a line from there. You're close.
Okay, do you have the popper to let Popper go? Is that actually
You
it?
got it. Popper to let Popper go. That's all I can do. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. We'll see you on 2 days from now. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays when we post the episodes. So whenever this one goes live. Probably Saturdays next episode.
Later.
Later, guys.